My name is Casey Glatke. I am receiving my PhD in biomedical engineering from the School of Biological and Health Systems Engineering in the IRA Fulton Schools of Engineering. I ended up at ASU because I was drawn to the expanding nature of the biomedical engineering program. My background is in mechanical engineering, but I knew that I wanted to go towards something more clinical. So some of the things that I've been able to do since I've been out here, I've been really fortunate to work with some really great people at Mayo Clinic. ASU's relationship with Mayo Clinic really helps make that a possibility. It's been really awesome to get in to ASU at a time when the biomedical engineering program is expanding so much. It just opens so many doors to be able to get to do that and to be able to see firsthand the patients' lives who this work is impacting is the greatest motivation of all. So I am planning to probably stay in research. I would like to stay at Mayo Clinic and transition into more of a research role and kind of expand the clinical research that we're doing, bring it into human performance and sports medicine, and partner with the local schools and sports teams because we have such a great sports footprint here in Phoenix, and just keep that growing and make it bigger than it is now. In the future, want to be able to help improve that rehab experience and perioperative experience for people who are having surgery and just make it less of a burden on the patients because it is so life-changing for them.
Hi, my name is Caterino Valle, and I'm studying aerospace engineering with an emphasis on astronautics, and I'll be graduating from the IRA Fulton Schools of Engineering. I've always been interested in STEM. It wasn't until my late high school career where I realized that I had a devout passion for space exploration. And when I reached the Fulton Schools of Engineering, I realized that with the degree I was getting, I was able to physically contribute to those missions, land jobs that I would be able to be part of the development team that would help put the next man and woman on another planet. My experience at ASU has been my club experience that have constantly supported NASA Artemis missions through lunar exploration tools for astronauts. During my final year, my capstone was a project supporting the Artemis mission, and ironically, my future job at Northrop Grumman will be supporting the Artemis mission through their satellites program. The faculty at the IRA Fulton Schools of Engineering have been phenomenal. They have been able to support all of my studies with their thorough knowledge of the industry and research. Their connections were very valuable for really great companies such as Northrop Grumman and NASA. After I graduate this May, I will continue my education through the 4+1 program where I will be completing my master's degree in aerospace engineering with an emphasis on astronautics. I'm looking forward to getting technical knowledge that will further prepare me for my career in industry.
Welcome to Sun Devil Stadium, home of your Arizona State Sun Devils. Your safety is our #1 concern. In the event of emergency stadium evacuation, we have developed the following game plan. Please listen carefully. Please follow the directions of law enforcement, and event staff will be able to assist you as you exit the stadium calmly and safely. If you are seated in the lower bowl, please walk up to the main concourse and proceed left or right to the nearest exit and through the stadium gates.
Limited mobility/ADA located on the east and west side upper decks may take the elevators down to the main concourse. Those exiting the north can utilize the northwest ramp or elevator located on the sun deck. Those exiting the south can use the southwest elevator located on the main concourse.
Fans in the premium seating areas and upper deck, please proceed left or right to the nearest stairwell to the main concourse. Then, go left or right to the nearest exit and continue through the stadium gates. If you are seated in the mid-first bank loge, proceed left or right to access the closest stairwell to the main concourse. Then, proceed to the nearest grand staircase and exit out the stadium gates. This has been our evacuation game plan for Sun Devil Stadium in case of an unexpected emergency. Thank you for being prepared in advance and respond calmly and in an organized fashion in the event of an emergency. Enjoy today's game and go Devils!
Michael Crow here, President of Arizona State University. I just want to congratulate you on your graduation. You're at a college-specific convocation. I'm really excited that you're moving your life forward. ASU hopefully has empowered you to do one thing more than all other things, and that is to be a master learner. Your life going forward, regardless of what you do, regardless of your age, is going to be focused on learning so that you can be creative, that you can be strong, that you can be resilient, that you can be adaptive, that you can be a great citizen, all these things. And so I'm just excited that you've gotten to this point. I'm just excited and hopeful that we've been able to empower you as a master learner. Get out there, learn, 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 adapt, 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 create, 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 adjust, 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 make things happen, make things happen. Our entire institution is very proud of you. We'll be supporting you. Check back in from time to time how we can be helpful. We've got lifelong learning, what we call universal learning things for you. For the rest of your life, you can be hooked up to us if you want. If not, that's okay. But if you want, we're going to be here. So congratulations.
Arizona State University is located in Indian Country. There are 22 tribal nations in Arizona. ASU's campuses are situated on the homelands of many indigenous peoples, including the Akimel, O'odham, and Peepash.
Arizona State University recognizes the original inhabitants of these lands
and recognizes that they still reside throughout the Phoenix metropolitan area.
And we recognize the impact of their wisdom and generosity towards us.
If you've flown into the valley, you have undoubtedly seen the Salt River Project canals that surround the area.
Those modern-day canals follow the framework of the canals originally constructed by ancestral Sonoran Desert people, Huhulcam, to make this area both livable and a place where peoples could thrive.
We acknowledge that the modern-day indigenous nations that descended from the ancestral peoples are the original inhabitants of this land.
Welcome, families, friends, guests, and graduates to today's convocation ceremony at Sun Devil Stadium. We ask that at this time you please take your seat as this ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. Attention all students. If you have not received your reader card, please proceed under the south bleachers, opposite side of where the stage is located, to check in and pick up your reader card. Students crossing the stage must have a reader card in order for your name to be called. You have 5 minutes, so I suggest putting a little hop in that step to pick up your reader card from under the south bleachers. As a reminder, field access is restricted to graduates, working staff, and essential personnel. At the close of today's ceremony, we ask that for your safety and the safety of everyone on the field, you meet your graduate outside the stadium at a pre-designated area away from the venue. Also, as another reminder, in case you did not hear me the first time, if you have not received your reader card, please proceed under the south bleachers, opposite side of where the stage is placed, to check in and pick up your reader card. Students crossing the stage must have a reader card in order for your name to be called. Thank you and congratulations to our graduates.
I hit the floor cause that's my plans.
Welcome to the Ira A. Fulton Schools of Engineering Convocation. Please stand as we begin the ceremony. Entering the stadium first are graduates carrying gonfalons representing the 7 schools at the Ira A. Fulton Schools of Engineering. They are led by Anane Aurora, Impact Awardee, Computer Science, carrying the Fulton Schools of Engineering gonfalon. Please be seated. The ceremonial lightsaber is presented by Padawan Sparky the Sun Devil and escorted by AZ Saber. The AZ Saber Student Organization is a combat and gaming group that teaches lightsaber swordsmanship and choreography to ASU Jedi. The Force is strong with those who choose ASU. A true Jedi has high levels of maroon and gold in their blood. It takes Sun Devil strength to resist the dark side. Those who embrace it go to U of A. Now, to lead the ceremony is Dr. Kyle Squires, Vice Provost for Engineering, Computing, and Technology at ASU, and Dean of the Ira A. Fulton Schools of Engineering.
Wow. I don't know if we can top that. I really did enjoy the lightsaber processional. And putting U of A back in its place, you can't beat that. In any case, good evening, everybody, to the families, friends of our graduates, Fulton Schools community, and especially to our graduates, to our Fulton Schools of Engineering Convocation. Welcome and congratulations. Now, I hope you enjoyed the way we started the ceremony. We're outdoors, the first time we've done this. We have a couple of surprises planned for the evening, and we have a very special way to close the evening today. To end the ceremony, you will want to be sure to be here for that. So, graduation is indeed a time of celebration, and this has been a week of that. We're proud of what you've accomplished, and we're excited for you this evening. So to our graduates, again, the only question that matters today, all week, who wants to graduate? To everybody up there in the stands, who wants to see them graduate? Outstanding. Okay, today we are graduating more than 3,000 students who will make their mark at the best time ever to be a builder, a technologist, a scientist, an engineer. Officially becoming a graduate of the Fulton Schools is an accomplishment and a distinction. We are proud of you. You will carry that with you the rest of your life. We're honored to celebrate, recognize your hard work, dedication as you transition from the Fulton Schools to whatever lies ahead. You are also among the graduates who experienced and adapted to the incredible disruption we experienced owing to the pandemic. Despite those challenges, those circumstances did inspire remarkable innovation and support of one another and our community. We have emerged from that phase of the pandemic stronger, more robust, and more resilient. Now, for our undergraduates, the process you've undergone of learning, doing, designing, building within the classroom, outside the classroom, has positioned you as a graduate to now who can learn anything, do anything, literally go wherever you want. At the graduate level, as you make your respective mark on the fields, your discoveries, ideas, translational outcomes have made you a master learner of your discipline and a leader in research performed at the very highest levels. These are always occasions to remind at the core of all that we do to advance knowledge, solve problems, produce fantastic graduates are the faculty, existing at the center of knowledge generation and discovery and transmitting that to our students. Now, the themes that run through today, and in fact this entire week, are celebration, happiness, and joy. And a key to reflection is acknowledging all those who helped get you here. So I would like to ask, would the parents and grandparents here tonight of our graduates please stand so we can say thank you? Thank you so much for letting us be a part of their lives. Next, will the spouses, significant others, and children of today's graduates please stand so we can thank you. You kept them grounded, you motivated our students, and we are grateful for that. Next, will the friends, siblings, partners, boyfriends, and girlfriends please stand? You were the distractions. You may have encouraged our students to blow off studying for an evening out, the reason for the poor grade, but you helped them, you helped us balance our predisposition to being socially awkward. All of us are here today because of the influence of teachers. I would like to ask the K-12 teachers and community college faculty here with us today to please stand. Our students are here because of you and your colleagues. Thank you for helping spark the motivation of a student to continue their education. Now, we are also honored to have with us today on stage a golden graduate, that is an alum who graduated 50 years ago. Jim Pompey, please stand. Would all the alumni of the Fulton Schools of Engineering in any of its iterations or names please stand and be recognized? And so graduates, remember that while your educational experience is unlike that of any class before you, your degree, the knowledge, the skills, the values acquired in pursuit will continue to have a lasting impact. We have every confidence that as you transition from student to graduate, you are prepared to embrace change and to inspire it. Congratulations, graduates.
Please welcome Robert Anchondo. Mr. Anchondo received a Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering in 1991. The Anchondos are a proud Sun Devil family.
Thank you. Thank you to the world-class faculty, the parents, the family and support system that helped our students get here. And of course, the amazing students today who we are celebrating. I would also like to thank Mr. Ira Fulton and his family for their amazing sustained support for ASU Engineering. I am beyond grateful for this opportunity to be in front of you today for this very moment. As I look upon this sea of maroon and gold, I'm so incredibly proud of this great accomplishment each of you has achieved. It seems like just yesterday, I was sitting in that same audience, closing what I thought was the last chapter of my educational journey before starting my career as an engineer. The truth is, your journey never ends. This, my friends, is just the beginning. But as Dean Squire mentioned, today's celebration is a true testament to the resiliency you've all demonstrated during unprecedented times. Over the last several years, you've had to modify your learning styles. You've had to adapt to living in a virtual world and overcome the stifling distraction of challenge and change as never before experienced. And as we slowly fought our way back to some level of normalcy, you stood here despite the uncertainty and change and persevered. You are the silver lining to the departing clouds, and you are exactly what we need right now. Who better than this group of graduates here tonight to serve as catalysts for transformation, to make the world a better place now and into the future. Your career could very well leave a powerful legacy with your fingerprints on critical initiatives, such as mitigating climate change, increasing sustainability, advancing artificial intelligence, and securing the cyberspace we've come to depend on, or perhaps launching a new wave of urban air mobility and revolutionizing travel, or developing and innovating solutions to quickly protect us all in the face of a debilitating virus. With issues like this facing us, it's only fitting that this year's graduating class from the most innovative engineering school in the country is poised not only to take on these challenges, but to succeed at them. Soon you'll leave here official ASU graduates eager to write that next chapter in your journey. But I do want you to know you may encounter moments, pivotal moments, that will help define the trajectory of what you may become. I thought I would share one such example for me that occurred 6 months into a very young engineering career. So many years ago, I was part of a team supporting the production and delivery of critical satellite hardware. We were a dedicated team, proudly protecting the people who protect this country. And on one late night, yes, night, that's in your future too, we had a product fail a critical test. And as a group of us huddled around the product, I asked, so what do we do now? The team looked at me and very pointedly, one of them said, "You're the engineer, you tell us." That, my friends, was a moment. The moment I realized in a state of panic, my old college professor, Dr. Chen, was right when he told me, "Mr. Anchondo, you need to learn it all. Even if you only ever use 25% of what you learned here, the problem is you don't know which 25% you'll use when the time comes." He was a prophet. That was the moment I realized I was an engineer. You too will have those moments, and your education and your experience and yes, your resiliency will serve you well. So as I wrap up my time with you after 30 years in the industry, I would be remiss if I didn't at least try to leave you with some words of wisdom. So may you never have a late night moment where you experience the knuckle-clenching panic of spilling coffee on your laptop keyboard. May your journeys for work or play take you far and wide, but always within the range of a charging station for whatever vehicle you're driving or flying. May you have more truly meaningful friends than Facebook friends. May you always be smarter than the smartest device you rely on. May you remember more than 25% of what you learned here. May you have the chance to realize the profound benefit of a mentor. It will open doors you never knew existed. And when the time comes, may you be that mentor for someone else. And may you someday, after more career days are behind you than ahead of you, have the privilege of watching your child graduate, like I am so proudly doing tonight. With the absolute certainty that she is poised to be a far better engineer than I ever was. And finally, if you ever have a moment where you encounter a pesky wildcat, may you show patience, empathy, and tolerance for their shortcomings, but may they always fear the fork. It has been the privilege of my humble career to share this moment with you, and as we like to say at Honeywell, the future is what you make it. I look forward to the future all of you will make. Thank you.
Yasser Mutansir Dubais has used his skills in computer science and computer engineering to help others through software projects and outreach, including his work to help local refugees access computers. Yasser is moving to Seattle to start his career and hopes to one day start a company with his ASU peers to help his home country of Syria.
What's good? brother did, he told me not to say that, so okay. All right. In high school, I was given the award, most likely to become a stand-up comedian. So when I was selected as a graduation speaker, I had the utmost confidence. My speech was not only going to be inspirational, but also hilarious. Inspired by a couple jokes, I hit Google Docs and got typing. Days later, I thought, why not show it off to my parents? The most honest, maybe a little too honest, critics I have. I say my introduction and cap it off with what I believe was an ingenious joke. Well, to put it nicely, there wasn't much laughter in the room. None at all, actually. And in my arrogance, I looked up hoping it was delayed laughter, like the type where you take a deep breath before letting out a huge laugh. No, there wasn't even a smile in that room. And noticing my concern for how unfunny I was, my mom tells me, no, keep going, it was funny. I don't think I even have to explain how bad a joke has to be for someone to say that to you. Although devastated, wrong one, okay. Speaking of embarrassing events in my life, in the 7th grade, I decided to try out for my middle school basketball team and was cut immediately. Coming from a life of privilege, the idea of not getting what I wanted was shocking. But in classic middle school fashion, after watching Kobe Bryant Ultimate Highlight Mixtape Best Moments of 2008, I began working towards 8th grade tryouts. This time would be different, I told myself. This time I would work harder than everyone else because I deserved a spot on that team. And I stayed true to that. Every day for an entire year, I trained off and on the court to guarantee my success. I was truly obsessed. All I could ever think about or do was basketball, basketball, basketball. Tryouts finally come. I make my shots. I make the right passes. I do everything I trained for. I did it. I got cut again. Although devastated at the time, little did I know how foundational this experience would be, as it taught me one key lesson. Sometimes in life, you can do everything right and still fall short of your goal. We know this as engineers, a little too well. You can study hours for that midterm, practice intensely for that interview, even write 10 different versions of a graduation speech and still flop. But that's okay, because success is not defined by achieving the end goal, but by our dedication to the process towards that goal. In that year of training, I developed a love for basketball, made lifelong friendships, and kickstarted a feverish fandom for the Phoenix Suns. By the way, go Suns! Devin Booker, I love you! That's what made me successful, not making the team. One may hear this and think I'm just coping with my middle school past. And you're probably right. But is this not true for our college experiences as well? It is the knowledge we attained, the perseverance we showed ourselves, and the passions we discovered that made studying engineering successful, not a piece of paper or a name being called. So today, let's celebrate the process that led you here, to this moment. But more importantly, let's celebrate you guys, the people strong enough to go through this journey. What's even more impressive is that you accomplished this under unprecedented circumstances. Nearly 3 of the 8 semesters were spent online. 3 semesters of loneliness, anxiousness, boredom, 3 semesters of lost relationships and experiences, and 3 semesters of the longest and most awkward silences after a professor asked a question. I wrote that myself. But we are engineers. We wouldn't be here if not for our resilience, our ability to take on new, unexpected challenges and conquer them. And many of these engineering graduation speeches will have you convinced that AI, robotics, and whatever other buzzword are going to revolutionize the world. No, they won't. You will. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Brian Nichols earned his bachelor's degree in civil engineering and master's in real estate development from ASU. He is the grandson of Ira Fulton and proud to be a Fulton engineer. Today, he is a partner at the civil engineering firm EPS Group. Please welcome to the podium, Brian Nichols.
What an outstanding honor and privilege to be among so many Fulton engineers. Congratulations, class of 2022. I am absolutely thrilled today to be here to represent my family. My grandfather has such a passion and such a love for engineering and for you. In years past, he's been here to represent himself to share how meaningful this is to him. Tonight he couldn't be here. He called me 3 or 4 times, quite upset that he couldn't be here. He is now 90 years old, and he told me, Brian, 90 is not 55. So he is here with us in spirit, and he is here supporting you. I'm here to let you know that you are entering into a great new phase. I hope you can know that you are here together as Fulton engineers. You will find so much strength with this group of peers, and as you enter either the next phase of education or the next phase of working, you will have Fulton engineers to support you and be with you. I hope you know that the Fulton family is here, that we stand to support ASU, that we understand how much you will do. Thank you and congratulations.
Please welcome Dean Squires back to the podium as we conclude the more formal part of the program and transition to the more spontaneous, less predictable audience participation portion of today's event.
All right, so this is now the time when all students in this ceremony will be called by name and cross the stage and receive their diplomas. The graduates, of course, will maintain some air of decorum, but the audience, we invite you to be as loud as you possibly can be to celebrate your graduates. So, we also ask, out of respect for everyone and receiving their degree today, that everyone remain seated for the duration of the ceremony. I want to ask again, among you, who's ready to graduate? All right. First, we'll start with our doctoral degree recipients. A PhD is a culmination of years of academic study, coupled with original research, discovering something new, understanding it, convincing your peers why it's important. The contribution results in the award of the PhD. Following the PhD students, our master students will come up to receive our congratulations. Each has completed 30 credit hours of advanced study beyond the bachelor's degree to become literally masters of their discipline. Many of our undergraduates take advantage of our 4+1 accelerated programs that allow them to complete both the bachelor's and master's degree in as little as 5 years. Finally, we will applaud the accomplishments of our bachelor's degree recipients, some of whom have probably been here long enough to receive both the master's and PhD. Before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge our highest achieving undergraduates. Could all students graduating from Barrett the Honors College, Moore Award recipients, and those graduating with some level of honors, cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude, please stand. Congratulations. Please be seated. Next, would all graduates who are currently serving or have served in any branch of our nation's military, please rise. We thank you for your service. Please be seated. Now, students from around the world come to the Fulton Schools of Engineering to achieve their dreams. It takes effort and determination to pursue your education in a different country, away from family and friends. I'd like to acknowledge all of our international students earning their degrees today. Will all of our international graduates please rise? Congratulations. Please be seated. We should also recognize the readers for our ceremony, Dr. Peter Lafford and Dr. Helene Osipov, who will pronounce the graduates' names as they cross the stage. Thank you, Peter and Helene, for your dedication and commitment. Finally, you may have noticed that some of our graduates have chosen very creative headwear. We applaud today's graduates for their creativity and hope you will visit the Fulton Schools Convocation website to check out a photo gallery of some of those most artistic pieces. Now, let's hear from a few of our graduates who are already making an impact and demonstrating how every graduate here today is ready and equipped to change the world.
I chose the Fulton Schools in order to challenge myself.
When it came down to it, I wanted to have an impact, not only after I graduate, but as a student as well.
You know, Fulton has a great reputation for teaching and research, and I was intrigued, and it seemed like such an obvious choice.
It just kind of felt like the right place for me.
I think engineering is this kind of magical atmosphere that really prompts you to think and create great things for the world.
Seeing how this technology translates into patents, into products, into startups. It really has something to do with all facets of our life.
Since I was a little kid, I've always looked up at the sky and seen the airplanes and the choppers fly over, and I always saw myself being a part of that mission.
I've always been interested in helping others, and engineering does that for me.
Just making people's lives better, last longer, more convenient, able to connect with people better. I think that's all the impact anyone could ever ask for.
Everybody is going to have a different perspective on how things should be done, and that is a strength and not a weakness within a team.
You get to know so many different backgrounds, different viewpoints. It's really nice to just kind of embrace it all and kind of see where everybody's coming from.
That spirit of let's go out and do the best that we can for the world is just a lot of fun to be a part of.
The best word to describe the ASU experience would just be limitless. I've really grown more confident in myself. I've grown confident in my capabilities to actually participate in an engineering space, and I think I'm definitely more ready than I've ever been to actually take a job in a STEM field.
It was such a scary thing for me to do, and being able to be brave enough to just go into engineering not knowing a lot about it, it really gave me a lot of skills that I wouldn't have had if I didn't go into engineering, like technical skills, being able to talk to people.
I kind of got more aware and analytical of my surroundings because everything in this world are just marvels of engineering.
Engineering really made me think outside of the box about problems and the solutions to those problems, coming up with great ideas.
Every single person that I've met at ASU and within my time here has just been so interesting and have so much depth and knowledge and experience that I never would have guessed by, passing them in the hallway or passing them on the street. And I've been really fortunate to work with so many different types of people.
I've met motivated people like me that I appreciate, and also that tremendous amount of help and support from faculty and mentors.
All the connections I've made talking to people, both my friendships, and in industry. The professors I've got to talk to, learn more about, I'll take those stories and I'll always cherish them.
I've loved my time here at ASU so much that I'm going to return for another 2 years for my master's, as well as I get the opportunity to start at Wells Fargo this summer as a full-time technology analyst.
My next step right after graduation is I'll actually be moving to New York City. I've accepted a job with Accenture, which is a very large global consulting firm. I'm excited to try something new, living across the country.
I currently work at a small startup that builds software for law firms, and I'll probably stay with them for the next couple of years, and then we'll see where life takes me after that.
I think it's exciting, this is something that I get to look forward to doing, every day for the rest of my life, and I couldn't be happier that it's in bridge engineering.
So there's so many people I want to say thank you to. First off, we have my parents for supporting me this entire time.
I want to thank my parents, mom and dad. Thanks for coming today.
Thanks to Mama and Baba, thank you.
It's all of Fulton Schools of Engineering, thank you so much.
Friends, family, and guests, please welcome the class of 2022!
Feet on the ground.
Sona Mineni.
Devin Ashley Suraj. Devin Ashley Bose. Carlos Javier Obando Gamboa. Lorraine Miralia.
Venkata Vasiri Krishna Miduri.
Ana Cecilia Barrios, Casey Elizabeth Glatke, Tyler A. Eastmond, Kieran McCord, Ruyan Nguyen Ta, William McCann Farmer, Diana Carolina Calvo Martinez, Ramin Kaviani, Brett Jensen Fiedler, Emilio Elijah Torres, Mohammed Galjai, Hussein Norvand, Jignesh Vanjaria, Seng Kon Ensang, Todd Christopher Houghton, Pratik Shantarama, Sidesh Girish Gajare, Ahmed H.A.A. Nasrallah, Sandaria Srinivasan, Muhammad Abbas Mosawi, Alyssa Lee Henning, Chunhui Leo, Varteni Mardiros Aramali,
Yongpong Si.
Hanan Ali Al-Karni, Avinaya Tripati, Sai Kiran Inagadapa, Archana Harikrishnan, Bhavana Santoshi Siga, Gopi Krishnan Ravendran Nair, Pravinit Talapragada, Omik Milind Save, Naga Kaushik Mustikovila, Blake Timothy Browning, Pratibha Lakshmi Darla, Aryan Prasad, Manisha Miriala, Ravi Shankar Ramamurthy, Navi Yashri Nandanamudi, Leroy Jacob Vargas, Charita Vani Pamarti, Shikil Uni Krishnan, Kaushik Dandapani, Vinit Vijayan Anita, Sanjay Sridharan, Archit Bansal, Sai Krishna Gurumurti, Sartak Rege, Abhinav Mishra, Shreya Kaitan, Sartak Chaudhary, Dylan Alexander Orth, Rakshith Viswanatha, Xavier Guillermo Wallace, Magesh Sridhar, Joshua R. Miller, Suraj Kishan Sistabhushan Jagannathan, Madison Taylor Ryder, Amruta Varshini Vasundara Narayanan, Ian Patrick Conley, Pravina Talam, Ahmad Nasser Al-Mutayeri, Robert Stephen Glick, Bader Saker Al-Mutayeri, Christian Mark Sebuhar, Mohammed Abdulrahman M. Al-Hozaini, Daniel J. Evans, Saleh Al-Othman, Neil Bowman, Jacob Adam Roach, Colby Lee Howell, Colton Rice, Adrian Lee Parkinson, James Blackwell, Venkata Satya Sai Diraj Akula, Nikhil Shriram Joshi, Krishna Teja Kalaparti, Shreya Barad, Raja Saumit Reddy Chitiala, Ritwik Kumar, Nicholas Jacob Armenta, Ame Kulkarni, Nathan Schmelnick, Ranit Kumar Varmi Aluri, Tanner Allen Barong, Nitish Tripathi, Jessica Elaine Hale, Rahul Rakesh Saini, Dallas Zinn, Juan Carlos Cabrera, Manat Rana, Kyle Brendan Stevens, Benjamin A. Levine, Mitch Marko Matovich, Emmanuel Romanus, Anubhab Guha, Jasmine Rashawn Lawrence, Damian Andrew Calkins, Cree Hutcherson, Brianna Clements, Camille Green, Carly Tinsley, Chance Price, Romney Ann Kellogg, David Allen Becker Turk, John Bradshaw Smith III, Edward A. Wong, Nathan Thomas Robinson, Riley J. Tuoti, Shun Yu, Raphael B. Jackson, Alexander Barati, Gianni Anthony Consiglio, Kylel D. Scott, Kyle James Stewart, George Munn, Reed C. Axman, Kyle Johnston, Anirudh Krishna Lakshmanan, Michaela Johnston, Mishal Jamal Al-Juraid, Cassie Rebecca Riggs, Jack Aiden Griffin, Allison Elizabeth Dewald, Augustus Crosby, Anna Michelle Mangus, Ruth Kaylin Lowe, Molly Pavey, Robert Michael Lowe, Adam Martin, Christopher Guy Walton, Xavier Burlage Bonelli, Dennis Days, Dylan Scott Ellis, Charles Jordan Cameron, Dylan Brendan Laban, Amit Pandey, Kartikeyan Devarajan, Nisong Monyimba, Abdullah Mohammed Alotaibi, Randy Etonam Esikpe, Adam R. Akkad, Joseph Stephen Dimig, Renee Chow, Darshil Mayankumar Shah, Devika Dilip, Drumhil Dolakia, Nihar Dattaram Masurkar, Healy Panchal, Hebelin Arleth Quesada, Alekia Madi Reddy, Shelby Larson, Jenya James, Nicholas Blum, Daniel Richard Bella, Shrut Kirti Chawla, Calvin Shores Ferraro, Daniel Sayre Cohen, Mohanna Mauli Krishnan Manivanan, Joshua Thomas Burchard, Nandini Anantan, Mark Diego Levine, Nathan Casey, Onkar Prakash Gargare, Edem Kwesi Tagbor, Lalit Kumar Tiwari, Siddharth Dagar, Rashi Srivastav, Chetan Basavaraj Halgar, Pawan Ramhari Wag, Triambakeshwar Saxena, Randall Dale Klotz, Sadneya Satyendra Pusalkar, Sebastian Garcia Peralta, Naman Malhotra, Atta Hussein Amwako, Hitar Bharat Panchal, Jackson Opoku, Henil Alpesh Bai Shah, Tariq M. Nasim, Harsh Shah, Luis Manuel Claramunt, Vishal M. Dodia, Sai Srinivas Somarutu, Chitrang Nikunj Khatri, Tanmay Ashok Kumar Sharma, Parth Katrodia, Avinash Patnala, Kyati Bhupendra Pai Mardia, Ashley Nicole Kolizi, Ganashri Ramakrishna Magod, Keegan Smith, Divyasri Kaza, Shi Hung Chen, Portia Ankama Larti, Jasim Ahmed, Pamela Apia, Bhattaje Vimalesh Rao, Anvita Bhatta, Sai Sundar Venkata Krishnan, Mason Peter Fruit, Vidya Satyalaya Ramakrishnan, Arizona Bryant, Gautam Anugunti, Brittany Ertnicki, Ganga Ramesh, Elizabeth Michelle Jones, John Richard Mix III, Ramyashri Satyarayana Rao, Olivia Catherine Christie, Sushmita Karkera, Sardit Aguilar, Akshay Bagepalli Prasad, Sai Mari Hernandez Cruz, Ashish Venkata Kotra, Filmon Netserab Gebrez Gabiher, Par Rajesh Kumar Sharma, Efrem Idrimariam Ibtizgi, Vivek Ranjan Panigrahi, Yafiet Andebran Habte Mariam, Jeremy Dale Sevium, Smruti Sudha Dash, Paris Jalen Brown, Simran Singh, Adam Jacob Marks, Rohan Pasi, Tianqing Tsai, Raghav Kukreja, Ray Yu Wei, Sumed Godbole, Himanshu Singh, Aditya Das, Rajesh Kumar Krishnasamy, Shwetank Bharadwaj, Nivetan Nadaraj Kumar, Amit Maharana, Aishwarya Sankararaman, Shubham Bharadwaj, Kavya Kalai Chelvan, Jacob Anton Jelinski, Vaidehi Vasudevan, Marcus Gambatis, Karthik Ganesan, Prashant Visa, Kaushik Lakshmanan, Tapas Kar, Jamie Marie Rivas, Andrew Jinshu Shi, Trevanti R. McLean, Rafal Alawi, Vanessa Marie Reynaga, Kanti Nizam Patnam, Orjuma Kumar Jana, Kirtana Sankar, Sunjit Jaina, Saloni Chudgar, Stephen Hu, Vishwad Dipesh Kumar Desai, Madeline Greenbaum, Hed Lalit Kumar Mehta, Hyun Jae Kwan, Gerard Anthony Fusaro Jr., Kyle Clement Gonzalez, Daniel Alexander White, Hadi Mazboudi, Rakeen Hook, Crystal Q. Jang Nguyen, Sanjana Mukundan, Yushuen Zhang, Revanth Talasila, Jeffrey Gunter, Glenn Aaron Sujadi, Joshua Benjamin De Leon Reyes, Munyaradzi Madzona, Evan Lam, Loiselen Kosi Mpofu, Roger Chang, Denver Chicoconia, Antonio Gomez, Theodore D. Smith, Do Kun Shen, Kelvin Tan, Gregorio Carlos Vargas, Ruben Alexander Chavez, Christopher Ayinloya Anamalia, Caitlin Johnson Lazo, Eric Andrew Bertzel, Alec Mitchell Smith, Tarun Chinmay Sekar, Nicholas L. Reichman, Siddharth Madan Kumar, Brian Swilly, Shiva Chandrasekhar, Lauren Monroe, Arvintan Sundaram Govindaraju, Nancy Rodriguez Perez, Ahmed Mohezen, Christian Bagaya, Kritika Mahalingam, Wafa Al-Habash, Poonam Nair, Amr Musa Mohammed Musa Sr., Shiva Bandopadhyay, Patricia Gantus, Anthony James Marathi, Joel John Pavlik, Daniel Mester, Christina Andrea Luna, Elizabeth Ann Dover, Daniel William Verhagen, Jessica Lynn, Kira Grace Allen, Isha Wen Ying, Aniket Niranjan Prabhu, Alison Kayla Jimenez, Jitesh Pabla, Radhika Nyati, Mujahid Ali Hashimi Sayed, Divya Madhuri Reddy Guram, Raghav Kaul, Blake Darren Patterson, Sharadi Jagannath, Brian R. Zahn, Cooper Olman Berkey, Amar Suhail Nagib, Vishvak Rangarajan, Ujwal Gupta, Clinton Masterson, Rashmi Atul Bongirwar, Teresa Tanya Natar, Ninal Kandelwal, Jamie Garcia, Vipanchi Chacham, Madeline Faye Jennings, Thomas Skalski, Dalen Haddad, Marin Emily Froelich, Ariana Gabriela Marquez, Monique Weber, Trevor Andrew Engel, Tracy Flores Chavez, Sky Nota Gilson, Jason Christopher Green, Purnima Divarkar, Aaron James Steele, Sayali Suryakant Tanawade, Daniel Yunus, Anurag Lengure, Luis Daniel Prieto, Chinmay Karanchkar, Sean Michael Smits, Armandine Joanna Efwa Ameswe, Raj Nirav Shah, Miguel Santos Reyes, Emanuela Aikaili Tego, Aries Chang, Chishiba Chilimba, Abhijit Nawale, Raj Biswas, Anindya Deb, Gorev Deshpande, Rushil Popat, Isaac Denai Beal, Adi Deepak Kulkarni, Aryansh Singh Badoria, Joe Anthony Monroy Molina, Mihai Radulescu, Duc Gui Dao, Pranay Singhal, Hao Yuan Zhong, Anant Preet Kaur, Shivank Tiwari, Bhavya Sharma, Venkata Sai Teja Yarida, Rachel Fisher, Anthony James Silva, Priscilla Han, Matthew Thomas Adkins, Archana Madhavan, Gaurav Sharma, Avirup Bishwas, Nitika, William Eric Gardner, Michael Solis, Christian Kassar, Bafur Osei, Lucas Christopher Crane, Emmanuel Goza, Andrea Russell, Richmond Kusi, Pratik Baharani, Moses Kwaku Dua, Kirti Jha, Christabel Rueco Arthur, Ishan Kumar Sarangi, Ainaou Abdul Malik, Leo Shu, Mabel Ajiakwa'a Ajer, Richard McKinnon, Daniela Asare, Jacqueline Grace Burton, Grace T. Lower, Evelyn Elizabeth Madden, Nazira Kwanda, Stephen Matthew Chasen, Umu Salamata Jallo, Emma Eileen Bonham, Frank Charles Forel Jr., Noel Sarah Rose Mushrow, Arun Kumar Kumarasamy, Azza Amer, Sabrina Marie Cervantes Villa, Shinya Chi, Adish Wadkar, Ian Lobo, Brian Wendland, Zachary Christian Hoffman, Moitza Stampar, Justin D. Collier, Lucien Andres Dieter, Kunj Patel, Andrew Michael Civello, Har Mehta, Phelan Eleanor Stover, Heron Shah, Andrei Fedotov, Aum Banderi, Dragan Bogoevsky, Rehan Mohammed Azam, Mohammed Bilal, Avni Patel, Pradeep Ambalam Jawaharlal, Krishna Nayana, Monica Chandni Pratib, Srividya Sagere Jagannath, Yuvan Pradeep Paramasivam Murugesan, Doreen Ajiriwa Marfo, Mohan Ram Seturaman, Emanuela Achama Sarfo Anti, Ajay Gunasekaran, Christabel Muinimala Kunnifa, Ashwin Karthik Ambalavanam, Kudawashe F. Nanga, J. Brenna Rani, Nadine Afqua Tim, Abhishek Goel, Nadine Ira Dukunda, Siddharth Shukla, Grace Yawa Aduve, Satyavrat Gar, Fermin Garcia Martinez, Aprajita Thakur, Nabil Idris Gandhi, Aditi Panigrahi, Shainil Sandeep Bhai Sapnaben Jogani, Shachi Shah, Pritesh Bhagat, Amisha Patel, Ripudaman Teja, Aslisha Kota, Art Dave, Sahiti Guram, Julia Elizabeth Zimmerman, Michelle Nicole Patterson, Jacob Rosengard, Nishant Ravinutala, Ganesh Kartik Natarajan, Adam Baleslaw Pak, Pushpendu Adhikari, Bianca Sandoval, Alonso Israel Aros Verdugo, Madison Walker, Haben A. Wolde, Vidya Saravanan, Ja Markabawi, Bubalan Mani,
Narendra Mohan Murali Mohan,
Brandon John Shack,
Dia Dutta,
Rishab Sanjay Kumar,
Vijaya Lakshmi Prakash,
Sumukha Radhakrishna,
Sarvesh Balakrishna Murthy,
Sandeep Chindalur Balaji,
Apeksha Rajkumari,
Vishal Kumar Pandey,
Arnav Chakravarti,
Pallavi Suresh Masti Olimat,
Prashnat Singh,
Nityasri Ramachandran,
Priyash Mandan,
Lakshmi Priya Vadivel Poundraj,
Saikumar Chunchu,
Ananya Sudhir, Manish Kumar, Simran Yogesh Nagaonkar, Aaron Patrick Rios, Paulo Andres Fuentes Garay,
Smith Raja Samaya,
Omkar Rajendra Sarag,
Sivagayatri Vedana Batla,
Sai Priyanka Golu,
Ankush Vinayak Tal,
Pratik Kumar Naidu,
Tamut Mohammed,
Pujita Shetty,
Khushbu Gupta,
Sajan Raj Selwyn Tiraviaraj,
Milan Sharma,
Sai Viswanath Amarnath,
Shreya Darak,
Santosh Reddy Kandimala, Ricardo Mendoza, Sai Charan Tej Bandi,
Priyesh Mishra,
Pavana Madhukumar Naluru,
Amit Tandon,
Pranav Cherukupali,
Alexandra Taylor Wolf,
Sai Sruti Ravila,
Amar Yadav,
Chandralekha Yenugunti,
Welcome back to the podium, Dean Kyle Squires.
All right, let's congratulate our PhD recipients and master's graduates. Okay, so we're at a natural break point because we're now going to recognize our bachelor's recipients. We do like, though, to have some audience participation. Again, we're at a natural break point. I've been thinking about Star Wars and the Force. I'd like everybody, if you will, please, to pull out your lightsaber. All right, who brought your lightsaber? Who? No? Oh, there we go. All right, we're going to improvise. Get out your phones. Get out your phones. We're going to use your flashlight as a lightsaber. Let's see it. We're hosting the Fulton Schools Convocation at Sun Devil Stadium for the first time. We're starting new traditions. Let's use the Force.
You show the lights that stop me, turn to stone. You shine me when I'm alone, and so I tell myself that I'll be strong and dreaming when they're gone, 'cause they're calling, calling, calling me home, calling, calling, calling home. You show the lights that stop me, turn to stone. You shine me when I'm
Outstanding. The Force is strong with this group. I felt the Force. Thank you.
Isabel Anchando. Jayant Kalvakuntla. Samuel Manning Lovemark. Todd C. Sorensen. Whitney Foster. Shazia Siddiqui Ali. Michael Thomas Shelp. Anaga Modigonda. Rachel Hayden. Srinidhi Krishnan. Christina Arias Bermud. Ashley Fuller. Kylie Marissa Griffin. Shams Hassan. Anthony C. Prentice. Vivek Kamula. Amber Liu. Harsh Meena. Alexander Chase Gawet. Hardik Hiren Mehta. Tristan Neely. Bridula Mahesh Pottar. Alexander Min Trong Win. Faraz Haider Kaja Ahmed. Nathan Corona. Alexis Torres Osuna. Tommy Johnson. Anish Oswal. Christopher James Jellison. Rishika Bera. Devansh Kumar Singh. Jack D. Niger. Samuel Caleb Welker. Megan Ormandi. Bhargavi Sankar. Michael Andrew Heath Woodward. Reza Nazari. Kyle Senatiempo. Angelica Lugo. Lorenzo Miguel de Guzman. Danielle Ray Sedan. Bright Segla. Matthew Adam Sedan. Kartik Bhagat. Sean H. Haney. Desiree Laura Randall. Desiree Rhea Yazi. Omar Valencia. Brian Tan Nguyen. Darwin Mick. Cassandra Beatriz Rivera. Gregory Ivan Babich. Cassandra Beatriz Rivera Araiza. Vijay Venkatesh Bala Subramanian. John Tyler Lewis. Lucas Avery Peterson. Christopher Briscoe. Esther Avila Rodriguez. Zach Schwartz. Adam Andrew Cochran. Ryan Babcock. Brandon Ortiz. Alexander Allen. Tulasiam Yachamaneni. Alexia Roberts. Saketh Kulapka. Tierra Imani Adams. Nirdesh Koni Reddy. Mariana Silva Hernandez, Heli Mansuk Makwana, Samantha Jore, Datri Komlesh Bakshi, Tristan Elijah Alderetti, Pratik Srivastava, Luli Huang, Nicholas Tran, Hannah Grace Lenoir, Philson M. Awale, Morgan Lyon Wade, Abdi Mohammed Awale, Graham Gareth Corker, Annalisa Benitez, Ryder S. Griffin, James Monk, Shubham Prakash, Nicole Nedza, Akshay Kumar, Alison Christine Gieselman, Abdul Bailey
Muhsin
Nicole Smith,
Abdul Muhsin Al Haye,
Claire Elizabeth Casebolt, Zachary Allen George Lockwood, Corbin Overton, Kang E. Lim, Tyler Coons, Joshua Parthe, Catherine Button, James Samuel Madrick, Sierra Mackey, Christopher Allen Zabel, Alex A. Zacco, Fabian Uribe, Amar Subramanian, Ju Un Moon, Alicia Kaylee Voza, Addison K. Garwood, L.J. Gomez, Natalie Rose Guzman, Annika C. Wines, Tara Anand Paranjpe, Trevor Logan Ruspaka, Emma Claire Lieberman, Brandon Cruz, Antara Sira, Caleb Michael McLaughlin, Jennifer Lynn Smetanik, Caitlin Elizabeth Alvarez, Trixia Carla Reyes de la Rosa, Josephine Samuel Polar, Ronan May Komarniski, Marie Amelia Stockman, Boo Tran, Paula Aguilar, Yuzu Liao, Suraya Siddiq, Stephen Roy Campbell, Maxwell Silverman, Akib Chaudhary, Brian Carlson, Rashid Joylan Al-Khaldi, Reham Mohammed Al-Faraj, Janelle Ray Reyes, Rachel Matson, Ala Abdul Karim Alawami, Amanda Duran, Ami Asoji, Philip Beckwith, Roberto Martinez, Christine Reese, Shannon R. Melinda, Seo Peng Lim, Amro Lewis, Sachin P. Sahu, Samuel Yeager Anderson, Jesse Hernandez, Brandon Huss, Brianna L. Montoya, Drake Miller, Nathaniel Anbar, Avi Xander Moskov, Stephen Matthew Doak, Brandon Troy Rudolph, Isabel Angulo, Morgan Ann Wilson, Yaritza P. Cahew, Joseph Todson, Otoniel Alonso, Ryan Albert Landsberger, Brendan Mandiam, Xavier Alejandro Ortiz, Daniel Esteban Aros, Drew Harley, Noé Ramirez, Bruno Giovanni Bernal Gavino, Zachary Evan McHugh, Istvan Trakal, Chase Lee, Zachary Gonzalez, Hasiel Baez, Maxwell Tate Stauffer, Matthew Searson, Caliph Putter, Maya Elizabeth Elliott, Michael Masao Backlund, Evan Michael McQueen, Julia Christine U. Koharko, Addison Rose Grice, Jemima Hadimani, Amy Cook, Varun Rajput, Ashley Bruner, Chad Eugene Lankuki, Calvin Daniel Blair, Ryan Michael Dees, James Edward Lednicki, Dylan Gregory Price, Isabella Eraso Ace, Camden Ryan Gerard, Lauren Conrad, Noah Gorman, Majdi Otman, Alex Amador, Nicholas Warren Peters, Josue Hernandez, Caprao Fugner, Brent Nathan Watkins, Prashanth Aritharan, Ethan Robert Miller, Tae Gyung Kim, Jacob Gregory James, Faisal Al Yusuf, Jacob Bodan Reshishin, Casey John Brian Curtis, Connor Montalban, Elma Husenovich, Mauricio Alejandro Gonzalez, Anna DeLance Van Hefty, Michael McNerney, Alexandra Augustine, Granville R. Smith II, Derek Zhuo Shi, Malik Isaiah Townsend, Sung Jun Kim, Malcolm Xavier Smith, Atakan Ursan, Zoe Ria Bridgen, Isaac Herner, Aidan Moses Guest, Colleen Gillian Arteche Barcena, Tyler Joseph Frigon, Gabriella Bell Stadler, Dominic Michael Sycamore, Adrian Tesoro, Mansour Al-Otaibi, Jonathan Hakes, Abdullah Al-Mohanna, Michelle Halim, Abdulaziz Abdul Rahman Al-Mulhen, Marianne Ishak, Jabbar Al-Randi, Sarah Wise, Cindy Rogel Baena, Novelia Liu, Jeremy Norman Batson, Stephen James Toma, Andrew K. Peevler, Andrew Jacob Garza, Hala Mayas, Hayden Michi, Jonah Carl Vilches, Jose Teutli, Adriana Martinez, Khalid Ibrahim, Priya Anjali Bora, Tab Hashim, Audrey F. Mendez, Michael Abi Farah, Alessandro Julen Ortega, Ramson Albert Yunin, Carlos Daniel Vasquez, Jared Noah Hermogino, Rai Marizik Bales, Jalen Cole Fonseca, Reese Calvary Heinley, Justin Edmonds, Brandon Nellis, Tyler Zaragoza Cadalina, Ryan Downs, Kayla Harumi Kanemori, Kathleen Brockman, Grayson Zachary Longley, Bryce Clyde Crumrine, Martha Denise Palacios Angel, NFN Songwai Atarorox, Victoria Bui, Sultan Adel Al-Khoury, Kaylor Davis, Abdullah Muhammad Al-Kalbani, Roberto Siqueiros, Ahmad Abdullah Al-Yusuf, Michael Dar, Rashid Yusuf Rashid Al-Zaabi, Jeffrey Higgins, Abdallah Hassan Al-Jazmi, Nicholas Paul Gilbert, Hamad Juman Mohammed Ahmed Al-Breiki, Heather M. Thompson, Abdullah Yusuf Abdullah Al-Gais Al-Hamdi, Hector A. Diaz, Angel Rodriguez, Sergio Robert Haro, Stephanie Mejia Vasquez, Josephine Joanna Tang, Diana Flores, Lucy Song, Jackson Russell Ray, Zachary Herr, Grace Marie Edal, Elizabeth Marie Walker, Thomas Lane Chilton, Jose Reynoso Arroyo, Danielle Lee Krishna, Rahul Rajesh Kumar Lakhani, Sindian Saleh Shawli, Eric Morales, Noran Saleh J. Shawli, Daniel Kenneth Bigler, Sarah Mathis, Ivan Yusef Cruz Retana, Kayla Tapia, Anup Najendra Makam, Logan Victor West, McGregor Yorkew, Trenton Stanley Gotowski, Kevin Joseph Denial, Peter Grigas, Benjamin Cremondo, Brittany Renee Tews, Meredith May Balling, Holden Mitchell, Zen Austin Brennan, Orlando Delgado, Christian Danielle Gonzalez Noguera, Sam Jackson, Jamie Curtis, Kim Wong Nguyen, Matthew Mark Reale, Cassidy McDaniel, Chris Onushak, Samir Chanar, Colton J. Merkley, Abhash Kumar Shrestha, Jose Lugo, Adam Omais, Matthew Boyd, Raida Khan, Jesse Emmanuel Ramirez, Lena Jalagi, Brian Hunter Lee, Nur Ul Huda Ali, Borna Mansour Moayad, Fabiha Firoz, Awab A. Salam Mohammed, Thomas Nguyen, Lam An Le No, Caitlin Roberta Meehan, Will Owen, Olivia Lopez, Andrew Bauer, Christian Tabor, Jack Allen Marks, Thomas Lewis Milone, Rachel Yee, Andrew James Linhart, Chi Nguyen, Paul Bannister, Andrew Wyatt Ferreira, Zachary William McManamy, Soya Shah Pandey, Lucas James Garnand, Connor Magnus Paul, Alexa Ray Sanchez, Melanie Lisette Bernabe Avila, Nathaniel Borgoni, Brent Lee, Olivia Ann Tamburo, Martin Luis Ople, Morgan Taylor McAlpin, Raul Avakash Patel, Amanda Pearson, Sean Karuna Nayake, Jennifer Kelly Norton, Pranav Anaparedi, James Casimir Crowell, Preet Patel, Ian Scott McIsaac, Manali Sunil Redkar, Frank Chacon, Anjali Singh, Clinton Anderson, Jeremiah Ephraim Williams, Tazreen Khan, Tabio Lee Whitney Hawkins Conero, Maria Angela Rosario Manaog, Matthew Joseph Zamora, David Jo, Nicole Furlage, Liana Tu, Mazun Al-Marzouki, Jenny Zhang, Cynthia Liu, Ranim Yahya A. Asiri, Quen Huang Pham, Yicheng Wang, Carla Charbonneau, Vincent Blake Moore, Victoria Nicole Dong, Marisa Tapia, Abigail Alexa Turchak, Melissa Bob Delgado, Ryan James Dinin, Lujain Saud A. Albanawi, Daniela Joy Pouts, Ashlyn Laird, Caleb N. Jaramillo, Ayla Chaushevich, Liam Anthony Ivanek, Emina Chaushevich, Riley Joseph Glasgow, Alexandria Castillo, Emma Peterson, Daniela Alexis Navarro, Natalie Marie Stevens, Yusuf Halik, Allison Margaret Fay, Keen Nareen Patarakun, Samuel Moses Johnson, Brittany Young, Brody Clemmer, Hunter Paulson, Cameron Neville, Benjamin Morris Laverman, Jason Mayo, Christopher Davis, Haley Ellis, Jason Mester, Sean Austin Stanek, Elena Ispas, Richard Jian Yan, Krisha K. Selly Jameson, Michael Yu Wong, Frankincense Graciela Ramesh, Jocelyn Amelia Martinez, Igor Perisic, Emily Leona Silva, Michael Jeffrey Fu, Julian Hartman, Matthew Anthony Fu, Thomas Jacob Peters, Daniel Cyrus, Mosaic Leg, Kevin Bartok, Jessica Stigson, Timothy Jarek, Brent T. Stockton, Matan Yuchen, Jack Harker, Eugene Luvano IV, Peyton Wish, Kyle Alex, Sky Jacqueline Paler, Dylan Turner, Curtis Richard Ottman, Cristian Emmanuel Herrera, Matthew Philip Lee Brody, Anissa Syed, Justin Gao, Christopher Nicholas Picard, Maxence Chaffanjon, Tyler Kenny, Marcus William Reed, Nicholas Tan Long Tang, Royce Thompson, Eric Peterson, Laia L, Noah C. Seiler, Ali Elizabeth Spong, Antoine Kepchek, Hannah K. Van Gerpen, Michael Alexander Rody, Nathan Philip Toshio Conti, Drew Pearson Armstrong, Sean Tucker, Christina Phillips, Kobe Bosley, Nicholas J. Phillips, Tor Christian Tjorholm, Josh Blair, Sonia Marie Brett, Jacqueline Sharon Evans, Peyton Pacific Watkins, Jun E. Wong, Christina Emily Sims, Mason Nicholas Bloomling, Jacob Allen Farabee, Hallie Lecker, Thomas J. Crosby, Sarah Ahmed, Abigail Oliva, Daniel Iescas, Luis Fernando Espinoza, Denise Navi Sun, Braulio Antonio Espinoza, Christian James Lewis, Amna Ali, Jose Hernandez, Elisa Jane Prather, Nicholas Joseph Lampier, Matthew Burkholz, Robert Sloan, Luis Gustavo Martinez, Rohan Kapoor, Connor Grayson, Sohan Bhairapaneni, Morgan Mackenzie Calvi, Madeline Eleanor Householder, Jonathan Hawkins, Rebecca Ann Kanoki, Victor Armando Escarate Cruz, Madison Rose Platt, Michelle Schroeder, Raiva Abhe Ranade, Ruth Dunning Ridgway, Jose Angel Roman, Adam Guy Bovey, Jacob Christopher Melendrez, Brooke Alexandra Howard, Jacob David Kasparian, Isabella Rain All, Stephen Drew Lawty, Sophia Colette Horner, Aaron Kampmeyer, Eric Ashton Fay, David Sims, Seth Riles, Anna Grace Grimshaw, Sean Patrick Stevens, Naya Jatin Kshatriya, Laura Henderson, Lauren Suzanne Everett, Maxwell Tate Yarter, Aubrey Berger, Ryan James Meneses, Ayman Hangalai, Angel Flores, Jayashri Iyer, Michael Elwood Anderson, Claire Cirilli, Rachel E. Sheets, Spencer William Hawkshurst, Stephanie L. Smith, Albert Schaefer, Andrea Bradshaw, Jonah Huang In Yi, Nathan Eric Sonart, William Francis McInnes, Ryan J. Sonart, Sarah Hope Swain, Josh Okafor, Sam Lee, Benjamin Roji, Brycelyn Marie Whitman, Tanvir Ahmed, Kayla Marie Charles, Yushin Chen, Jacob Hershkowitz, Scott Hunter Wisnam, Garrett C. Moorman, Alexander Sven Nelson, Lauren Elizabeth Baker, Blake William Pavilis, Grace Violet Morgan, Parker Gray, Cole Raymond Barnett, Landon Nicol, Animesh Gupta, Eric Charles Widener, Ryan A. Huang, Dane Courtwright Harding, Eric Joshua Morales, Hunter Carmona, Eric Burrow, Armando Arellano, Karim Sylvie Bou Ghazali, Justin D. Villalobos, Christopher Carley, Alexander Clark Lozevsky, Jeffrey Rollo Brown, Ryan Matthew Hickey, Noah Michael, Seth Ryan Petrie, Nicholas James Vasquez, Derek Lee Bush, Marshall Daniel Holden, Abdullah Al-Bayati, Abhinav Shankar, Kevin Gumo, Jacqueline Botello Velasquez, Chase Green, Noah Jaskolski, Iris Tu Nguyen, Caitlin Jansen, Sarah Renee Peterson, Kerry Cassandra Rodriguez Jimenez, CJ Pomonkag Maravillas, Ritvik Ramdas, Gavin Pridgen, Richard M. Hazinski, Tyler Robert Sterling, Andrew Joseph Crouch, Shane Cruz, Haley Ryan Supp, Tyler Daniel Adams, Connor Owen Shook, Rafael R. Hernandez, Brooklyn Rose Johnson, Jose Manuel Cruz, Isabel Maureen Thalman, Deepak Bharat, Bella Sebastian Romasanta Recato, Colin Henry Hattendorf, Alec Paratoner, Caden Lalani, Dallas Benjamin Keck, Jacob Abraham, Agustin Gomez Arroyo, Jacob Blackstone, Carlos Antonio Matherson, Jeffrey Chris Derrick, Sydney Catherine Jackson, Alexander Suleimani, Adeline Marie Beeler, Jackson Martin Hager, Michaela Jean McNally, Elliot Thomas Geegan, Parker P. Huang, Ian E. Mock, Craig Spencer, Paul Kenneth Schlager, Matthew E. DePrima, Samantha McCool, Dante Lewis Lista, Alexandra Gordon, Will Owens, Sage Olivia Dolphin Reagan, Alexandra Grace McCarthy, Anthony Joseph Gallagher, Curry Paul Holden, Emily Gallegos Frankson, Tanner James Radloff, Areli Diaz, Kyle A. Kolonichuk, Kylie Mercer, Sarud Sandeep Hambir, Alberto Ivan Del Real, Emmanuel Lila, Sam Lolwing, Jarrett Hall, Andre Charles Tanner, Hayden Lewis Hannibal, Alyssa Marie Kreitz, Benjamin Khan To, Jacob Markson, Keith Ashley Ibanez, Odelia Miracle Chowdhury, Zachary Edward Frank, Jessica Taylor Miller, Caleb Allen Gray, Talia Jordan Hertzberg, Jeremy Nez, Corey Smith, Zachary Elliott Kowalchuk, Scott Stevens, Sierra Kowalchuk, Coralyn Wilson, Connor Bramall, Kinoe Santos, Kobe Aaron Jones, Crystal De La Rosa, Jacob Young, Gilbert Brito, Trace Michael Wallace, Matthew Giuseppe Claudio Fasani, Jesse Connor Short, Edgar Cruz Perez, Zachary Michael Giorno, Genaro Bautista Jr., Catherine Elizabeth Pearson, Federico Leiva Gonzalez, John Scranton, Wendy Lara, Bradley Simmons, Alexandria K. Bisher, Ian Esteban Salgado, Jax Matthew Jimenez Jones, Aditya Mohit Lankalapali, Lance Grolution, Kira Fleck, Dave J. Hardin, Brian Aguilar, Brian Alcides Alfaro, Cassidy Nicole Wallace, Maxwell W. Galen, Elaine Miniar Westlati, Alejandro Brizeño, Lauren Joe Keeker, Jeremiah Levitt, Ogenetega Anene Maido, Calvin Huang, Daryl Allison, Christian Han Lee, Jimmy Tapia, Jacob Stephen Griskowitz, Zachary Joseph Kalinowski, Kevin Daniel Drain, Alec Matthew Cordova, Nathan Lavigne, Patricia Garcia, Jordan Scoe, Jordan Drake, Alexander Todd Hayden, Kentaro McCann, Maritza Hernandez Barragan, Dalen Masaki, Cynthia Garola, Douglas Frace, Alexis Cherie Franco, Evelyn Skolik, Michael Foster, Michael A. Koloji, Ryan A. Chacon, Jacob Williams, Cade Hess, Sean M. Rollins, Joachim Roed, Ryan Hyatt, Derek Dung, Armando Ramirez, Vincent T. Lee, Derek Oger, Noah Carlo, Benjamin Hay, Caitlin Elaine DeMaro, Matthew Auer, Joseph David DeVoe, Jacob Sumner, Timothy David Arbogast, Jacob James Lyons, Sarah Shokur, Hans Husarianto, Nicolo Hamilton, Karis Han, Kai Ding Nguyen, Jeannie Kim, Sebastian Michael Sanchez, Chester John Satkowski III, Daniel Ivan Bautista, Danica Karchner, Trai Lee, London Denon, Jake Wu Burton, Tin Nguyen, Philip McClue, John Preston Morgan III, Jennifer Luna, Yoni Raisanen, Gregory Scott Burnbrock, Isaiah Juan Morris, Zachary D. Race, Brian Kalani Isaiah Hedden, Dominic Zambrano, Gareth Fuller, Jose Angel Quintana, Jonathan Robert Cironi, Cody James Langford, Jacob Hernandez, David Alejandro Umania Fleck, Brandon Duty, Hun Hu Tan, Jamaya Jamilia Thomas, Martin Ventura Perez, Kobe Michael Young, Eric Lin, Wyatt Jordan, Jiang Tao Lee, Evan Zachary James Archer, Nika Macanao Keakua Nagel, Jesus Eduardo de la Rosa, Jacob Nicholas de la Cruz, Alec Hunter Veo, Thomas Scott Birch, Anthony Jens Bonfilio, Tanner J. Effner, Caden T. Laney, Danielle L. Schondelmeyer, Colby Allen Meyer, Del Carson, Debashis Biswas, Bryson Gregory, Andrea Nicole Key, Sean Marcial Santos de Jesus V, Gregory K. Frank, Efrain Lopez Hernandez, Michael Adam Epstein, Parker Weber, Michelle Sather, Akshay Lakshmi Segu, Utkarsh Shekhar Desarda, Jack McQuestion, Arya Manish Tode, Jordan Elliott Slater, Bader Dean Rifai, Michael Carlton Fratantoni, Cesar Diaz, Austin Richard Hubble, Jesus Ernesto Sasueta, Benjamin Noel Garcia Domingo, Luis Manuel Campos, Charles Muasia, Lisbeth Maldonado, Carson Sharp, Albert Camacho Armendariz, Mihail Maltsev, Catherine Duford, Madeline Georgina Moore, Enoch B. Olmsted, Andrew Reed, Caleb Edward Hagerman, Kevin Brett Poland II, Jairo Ramirez Torres, Dylan Mitchum, Mario Alberto Roman Reyes, Adnan Days, Joey Shitamoto, Stephen Kim, Stephen Charles Peterson, Kyle Robert Weir, Robert Thomas Lattis, Joshua Eric Lindsay, Omair Neazi, Matthew Ammerman, Omar Al-Sharif, Dylan Pierce, Mason Bradley Carey, Easton David Nixon, Casey Rose Simpson, Ashley A. Pascal, Michael Cole Doomza, Quimby Janelle Gawney, Janelle Capaccio Larias, Maggie Jade Sosi, Samuel Robert Minella, Michael E. Richards, Jason Charles Dabney, Alan Emery Harvison, Christopher David Lane, Maxwell Kulak, Joel Woodyard, Christopher Scott Eckert, Adam Miauchi, Tan Bin Wing, Zosha Gray, Anthony James Aldretti, Haley Nicole Benninghoff, Kristen Hurst, Nicholas Daniel Korchik, Justin Scott McGow, Christopher Judice, Andrew Brownlee, Aaron Goodman, Anthony A. Camacho, Zachary James Poit, Jason Judge, Walter Alexander Goodwin, Fabricio Guevara, Paulo Miguel Porto, Alexander Andrick, Hayden Lloyd Reinfelder, Eduardo Medina, Alexander McGlone, Trevor Frank Pickard, Hunter Scott Thompson, William Moore, Garrick Subaru Swenson, William Moore, Evan Garvey, Brett Allen Liebeck, Ashley Straub, Jesus Ramirez Cepeda, Cheyenne Irene Cooper, Carlos Rivas, Mason Clark Ulrich, Marco Cepeda, Adriana Evangelina Bustillos, Jose Francisco Martinez Covarrubias, Christopher Sturgis, Calvin Van Hoek To, Surya Rao, William Goodwin, Lauren Dean Zerby, Carson G. Savage, Eric Pineda, Joseph Zepp, John Layton Holloman, Rachel Michelle Boylan, Rachel Wren Hall, McKenna Zoo Godman, Michelle Rodriguez, Yvonne Chuk, Paulette Iniguez Erunes, John Paul J. Chicosanti, Jocelyn Samantha Salinas, Nikolai Oliegovich Steinman, Damian Gordillo Velasquez, Michelle Tew, Abhishek Krishna Kumar, Joshua Sanner, Satya H. Mupavarapu, Isaiah Finney, Hariher Kalavandala, Kent Jordan, John Dale Fields, Yung Hwan Park, Tessa Carlanita Nickel, Sean Jones, Victoria Auer, Christian Lourdes Hargraves, Maria Rubalcaba, Valentina Rivera, David Ragipi, Percy Escobar Copa, Christopher W. Castelli, Andres Ignacio Arias Gonzalez, Cameron Nicholas Wohler, Annalise Marie Mack, Guo An Hu, Daniel Andres Castejon Cardot, Newton Barney, Austin Ruhande, Axel Javier Amarias Corona, Anthony Mascaro, Jacob Gallego, Sebastian Ali Vaziri, Catherine Kaminsky, Johar Samrao, Sarah Ruby, Nicholas G. Meyer, Wendy Ayala Beltran, Mohammed Nasser, Nekia Reese Draper, Yusuf Mohammed S. Alamoudi, Susanna Zhuo Zhang, Jacob Rawlings, Tegan Emery Jones, Joseph Trent Guthrie, Jesus Emmanuel Barajas, Brian Titus, Carlos Aguilar Negrete, Danielle Rivera, Yoga Maharta Yasa, Christopher Fager, Alex J. Rodriguez, Nicholas John Walker, Sahil Manish Patel, Harit Kumar Mungalpara, Jonathan Yohanan, Logan Charles Camp, Uriel Lopez, Emilio Simpson, Kendry Johnson, Jacob Velasquez Ramirez, Jason A. Manuel, Michaela Lynn Jeffries, Angelica Bosquez, Ethan McKee Carlson, Cooper Spears, Andrew J. Asbill, Brennan Hayden Rupp, Anthony Rowan Wheeler, Marshall Bota, Shayna Safira, Petros Manulis Magulas, Keiko Ochoa, Matthew G. Gerald, Halima Mohammed Hussein Ali Alogani, Carson Charles Miller, Khalid Youssef Al-Katan, Ethan Burridge, Jorge Perez, Spencer Collins Wheat, Hunter Sylvie, Ryan James Dove, Miguel Angel Garcia Piguero, Samuel Joseph Marquardt, Shahab Sadiq Hinejad, Jeffrey Hanna, Tyler Paul Roten, Ethan Douglas Lee Glazer, Ethan Coe, Sahil Gupta, Rihanna Monique Schnabel, Kyle Matthew Feller, Adam Ravenkamp, Win Win, Trien Chan Win, Chloe Jackson, Jacob Garnsey, Seth Thomas Larson, Eric Jeffrey Yunker, Brian Kraft, Kyle William Souter, Israel Elizararas Delgado, Tyler Morris, Trenton Joseph Clark, Luis Fierro, Andre Badu, Michael Ordonez Esmeralda, Joseph Christopher Bruder, Michael Hipschman, Tyler Jimbach, Alex Matthew Peters, Liam Snyder, Van Wynn, Adrian Ramirez, Benjamin Shosi, Chance Leander Engstrom, Ethan Bradley McDaniel, Brian Carlton, Ethan Clark, Anderson David Sanchez Montoya, Rebecca Kraft, Daniel T. Domzalski, John Woods, Jonathan Bousquet, William Liu, Benjamin Bosquet, Luke Richard Macy, Trenton Perez, Parker Poole, Matthew Yost, Zach Sakata, Timothy Brian Curtis Jr., Stefan Woods, Kevin Ryan O'Brien, Isa Taher Kalate, Peter Bugala, Brandon Yu, Griffin Bordone, Anthony Franco, Aji Singh, Ashton Powell, Morrison Zane Ricard, Austin Maris Gonzalez, Anna Huber, Derek Gregson, Chase K. Walther, Kayla Valeria Bonilla, Benjamin Ryan King, Jose F. Villegas Roman, Seth Michael Maza, Elizabeth Caravello, Hector Medina, Cole Harris, Christian Vertulo, Daniel Nicosia, Austin Cole Disney, Connor Dean Ottinger, Khalil Washington, Zachary Isaac, Michael Burton, Connor Ryan, Jeffrey Aiden Allenson, David Altamirano, David Neighbors, Nathan Fonseca, Alyssa Irene Thornhill, Isaac Richard Enriquez, Cambry Palmer Del Valle, Nathan D. Hayward, Devon Q. Van, Ryan Granado, Justin Van, Shamser Warudkar, Samantha Sokol, Veronica Duran Madrigal, Martin Romero, Darren Usel Hewitt, Justice Joseph Cole Mulligan, Zachary Taylor, Kayla Rogers, Jacob Spear, Miles Theodore Freihofer, Gage Robert Burks, Riley Cade Schaefer, Juan Manuel Soto, Michael Skalski, Hector Daniel Miranda, Tyrus Anthony Miles, Diane Carrillo Saldana, Antonio Enriquez, Golnaz Yousefi, Jean Sok, Kevin M. Pulliam, Brandon Wynn, Zihao Zhu, Christian Dean York, Ivan Andres Tena, Isaiah Abad, Keith Joseph Dixon, Rohan Nair, Tyler Sebastian Billingsley, Om Ravindra Deshmukh, Ryan Clark, Arnav Kasturia, Blair Leslie McDowell, Lakshit Singhal, Shamoni Nishod, Purvesh Biani, Lydia Jordan Meyer, Raghav Agarwal, Rachel Ann Miller, Fenil Patel, Kaya Nicole Ritchie, Daniel Childress, Catherine Elizabeth Anderson, Kevin Weinholt, Austin Neely Gooch, Brandon Su-Yi Chan, Carly Ryan McNeil, Michelle Staskowskis, Min Liang Tsai, Justin Gabriel Cantindig de Ocampo, Wei Chie Huang, Ivan Ronald Tonido, Wen Heng Tsai, Rafael Lorenzo David, Austin R. Russell, Tane Samir Gandhi, Alejandro Villacorta, Matthias Blaze, Ian Corley Flood, Peter J. Bogdan, Marina Vasquez, Anthony Robert Bogdan, Jason Kubius, Chris Van Wyn, Alyssa Woodruff, Kevin R. Peralt, Cody Allen Gilbreth, Ethan Zabak, Emma Guadalupe Contreras, Michael Cooley, Shannon Chumley, Joshua Nitin, Cassidy Smith, Joshua Ernie Hula, Alexander R. Martinez, Eric Spencer Hill, Jordan Anthony Boych, Christopher Olson, Marilyn Beresevich, Chandler Derek Brown, Richa Kale, Stephen James Wilson, Jiaxin Lin, Carrie Welch, Alexis Sierra Elbeck, Kylie Welch, Bryant Pyle, Cheyenne Elizabeth Cook, Andrew Zachariah Garlick, Zi Chi Gong, Jason Michael Glynn, Jia Yan Hu, Anthony Manriquez, Luis Chavez Lopez, Julian Postel, Anthony Mack, Quincy Parker Lyons, Hamdan Sayed Mustafa, Gabriel Armando de la Rocha, Daniel Villarruel, Taylor R. Pennington, Ryan Patrick Berner, Madeline Louise Bray, Joshua Edgar Lugai Rodil, Tara Ann Martinez, Samantha M. Geiser, Sasha Schwint, Sanjeev Ganga Raju, Avery Wallace, Rahul Ramesh, David James Oberon, Rishi Suresh Raja, Derek Allen Dwayne Marshall, Franz Joseph Berkner, Bashar Tariq Al-Sanan, Irfan Emami, Rachel Epps, Yasin Ayoub, Jeremy P. Taylor, Andrew Thomas, John Carlo Pineda, Madison Potts, Clinton Hayden, Luke Avery Robinson, Jinghan Gao, Chase Brown, Jaquinetta Ketch, Alex Hill, Natalie Souza Costa, Kayla Gardner, Ryan David Was, Zach Hewitt, Jesus Arturo Quiros, Jenny Wong, Alberto Di Rueda Ballesteros, Emmanuel Copado, Nephi Lamar Steele, Chad Crum, Logan Tyler Thomas, Andrew Michael Deutsch, Prashil Manoj Patel, Saya Nicole Kingston, Anthony White, Birjas Singh Bath, Ray Derej Zeudi, Jalen Bernardo Solis, Izzadin Samir Kargugu, Hong Chieng, Antoine Bellon, Alec James Landingham, Isaiah Dashawn Graham, Kyle Christopher Kelly, Azaria Yemane, Nawaf Al-Sagir, Sebastian Beni Chengatu, Bader Salem Al-Mutayiri, Carson Dale Pooler, Micah Paluzzi, Mohammed Sorkati, Samuel Christopher Skeet, Adam Gambello, Carly Shea Espinoza, Clay Herbert, Kristen Ann Huber, Robert Schmidt, Gavin Best, Madison Hoyland, Zachary James Weezy, Ryan Dale Niehaus, Darian Luis Suero, Colin Puvong O'Donoho, Anthony James Celano, Jennifer Lopez, Samuel Benito Romero, Madeline J. Piguet, Trevor Allen Oakes, Sachin Raheja, Stephen Blake Camarena, Noah Christian Ikenna Williams, Siavash Moini, Jennifer A. Goulding, Samuel L. Sawyer, Kevin Alexis Cervantes Solorio, Avery William Wenta, Zachary Matthew Wayland, Jerry May Levi Williams, Matthew A. Pinkerton, Hikmat Lawal, Ji Xuan Lu, Markel Gerald David, Paul Jared Granillo, Brian Giovanni Lopez Guevara, Royce J. Perez, Brandon Richard McMillan, Jack Thomas Whitley, Austin C. Gilmore, Daniel Okba Michael, Joseph Roland Portillo Whiteman, Alex Rubio, Colin Shirer, Marilyn Yisel Mendoza, Sophia Glenn Parmenter, Devlin Wiltbank, Chase Everett Heiner, Lauren Upchurch, Fernando Ismael Sosa, Dylan DeForest Joralman, Mario Alberto Renteria Jr., Bruno Arturo Garcia, Connor Malay, Noah Molzen, Luke Wandry, Connor Patrick O'Shea, Nicholas Raymond Shea, Olivia Leslie Sparks, Diego Aaron Romero, Carlos Xavier Villaseñor, Noel Pereda, Nathan Robert Shade, Francisco Suleta Barona, Matthew T. Gargan, Wyatt William York, Bhavika Jayesh Ratod, Kane Jordan Ridgway, Allison O'Brien, Jesus Arellano Marquez, Amanda Christine Aylmer, Abdallah Zayed, Kayla Arbelias, Megan Sierra Schultz, Ava Hansen, John Jameson, Marissa Lee Turnage, Neil Ember S. Paria, Ivy Sai Siltala, Elliot Nestor, Sean Castrovinci, Daniel Carrillo, Ramon Eberto Sosaya Cruz, Alisa Micaela Arce, Ryan De Haas, Roberto Palacios, Gordon Dozell, Joseph Cushmore, Austin Kipp, Christopher Alexander Mansour, Manuel E. Rodriguez, Kyle Andrew Richard, Dale Mondehar, Connor Erickson, John Christopher Meyer, Harrison C. Bordenave, Austin De Leon Villas, Kayla Marie Markley, Michaela Chen, Taylor Ann Bollinger, Susine Dahal, Hillary Brooke Mello, Edith Celeste Perez Valenzuela, Jose Salvador Peregrina, Moira Hadley, Tommy Lee Siemens, John Brenalvarez, Jesse Baker, Talia Renee Meller, Vinay Bharat Kapadia, Gavin Michael Ortiz, Robert Rosenquist, Joseph Young, Alexandra Christine Cruz, Cameron Adam Carr, Michael Parker Roman, Isabella Bushrow, Georgie Anderson, Najifa Ahmed, David D. Wigton, Aiden X. Navarro, Jose Alfredo Becerra, Nicholas Angel Hernandez, Joseph James Dankenbring, Andrew Kameklis, Rachel Nicole Eisinger Levitt, Jacob Brian Little, Tianming Zhao, Stephen Joseph Oberst, Julian Enrique Morales, Tanner Searcy, Lorena Letty, Janae Yolo, Dhruv Sahibrao Gaikwad, Nicole Yolo, Bhagat Karabai, Hai Quang Trong, Amabel Renee, Ryan Keith Heineman, Eric Ciudad, Ryan Christopher Hansen, Tyler William Carlson, Tyler Terrazas, Gage Austin Flick, Logan Funk, Noah Patrick O'Brien, David Van Kirk Pierpont, Aaron Lynn Williams, Esteban Martinez Castillo, Jonathan Fawzy, Kevin James Malnar, Andrew Thomas Miners, Alexandria Michelle Linksweiler, Brandon Williams, Joseph Malon, Lauren Victoria Simonovsky, Fayaz Mohebati, Tien Le Tui Vo, Teresa Chen, Hannah Catherine Quinn, Abigail Pezel, Kashon Emani Brown, Marika Linnea Cunningham, Michael Johnson, Kathy V. Ton, Logan D'Artagnan Garland, Sean E. Haskey, Hector Espino, Vikramjit Singh, Zachary Thomas Schley, Madison Janelle Kruger, Nathan Barrett, Dushko Vukovic, Ji Tian Huang, Gracia Colombe Caneza, Ching Yun Chen, Zhiwei Chen, Thomas Alexander, Bun Yao Ko, Taylor Sonomura, Allison E.B. Lowe, James P. Alvarez, Damian Joseph Fedler, Kyle David Johnson, Rick Nguyen, Brandy Nicole C.K. Liu, Gabriel Christopher Wagner, Brian Jaimes, Philip Charles Benitez, Jordan Garvey, Dakota Marion Han, Bradley James Gannon, Christian D. Maran, Dhruv Kolgi, Justin Janda, Bryce Edward James, Brock Tuffman Dab, Youssef El Sayed Seraj, Turki Fahad E Al Mudbil, Saeed Ali Saeed Al Attar, Elias Yasin Turkostani, Rowan Wesley Tileman, Nathnael Girmay, Connor Matthew Wardwell, Benjamin Alexander Pope, Miguel Perez, Courtney L. Batt, Mose Habtom Amare, Nicholas Kyle Hanline, Anwar Gadi, Daniel Bloom, Joshua Hulse, Nathaniel David Barron, Kylie LaRae Tuckness, Aaron Jones, Nate Hopkins, Valielza Jamel O'Keefe, J. Aaron Godin Jr., Eduardo Teodosio Campuzano, Tyler Lambert, Benjamin Keene, Robert James Barnes, Michael M. Dunn, Jaden Lucas Fleming, Aaron Jeffrey Matichek, Jeremy Stutzman, Michael Jeffrey Jodat, Christopher Levy, Jonathan Michael Shizano, Sergio Joseph Ramos, Matt Watson, Joshua Kim, Jordan Armbrust, Colette Ducharme, Eric J. Dorr, T. Nyok Wan Do, Haley Marie Strauss, Rebecca Frisbee, Joseph Robert DeModica, Daniel Whitbeck, William Vickery Munzinger, Zachary Irvin, Charles Benjamin Clafter, Cordell Wes Lebens, Matthew James Fink, Ryan Horner, DeAndre Paul Sellers, Andrew Pappas,
Kenny Pham,
Mary Lay,
Ryan Thomas Kendall,
Adam Stephen Chismore,
Liam Kane Donnelly,
Brandon Christian Campos,
Shanjang Lai,
Andrew Alex Lidbeck,
Megan Rose Trejo,
Lucas Connor Murbeth, Casey K. Zani, Caroline Willis Saunders, Jack Ethan Ciolino, Stephanie Alicia Ramos Lira,
Michael Thorne,
Nicholas Faciola, Keegan Michael Hawkins, Taylor Jake Kelly, Connor Thomas Richards, Nicholas Chun Lloyd, Pallavi Koye, Gideon Kamau, Benjamin Bethkey,
Fahad Ahmed Aid Saeed Al-Azizi,
Ricky Garcia, Randall Joseph Adcock, Adam Joseph Say, Amani L. Westry, William Prescott Schumann, Maya Mutak McCants, Lindsay Marie Bastian, Mark Lawrence G. Talerva, Hannah Stone, Kenny Kwang, Samara Mercedes Winans, Cambice Weaver Salazar, Ria Holgate, Dylan Lanthram,
Ali Abdullah Aldeari,
Joshua A. Wright,
Amber Mossman,
Michelle Giuletti,
Bibi Algandur,
Justin Tyler Coolidge,
Wei Pang Ling, Sovan Levin,
Richard Marquez Cortez,
Shrijit Nitin Patil,
Hugo Chi-Din Dam,
Dhruv Deepak Shah,
Francisco Galas,
Mateo Charles Montoya,
Jose Manuel Espinosa Chavez,
Gregory John Swerden,
Tanner Stephen Lovell,
Jennifer Martinez, Derry Clayton Discern,
Mark Sneed,
Rodney Duke Staggers Jr.,
Manuel Abdiel Soto Robles,
Zara Ducum, Nancy R. Bellinger, Joshua Kobe Elkins,
Triette Win Min Hun,
Maria Elisa Espinoza,
Karim Omar Ayub,
David James Morgan,
Momen Rabah Adel Karim,
Avinash Akardi Achari,
Nicholas Anthony Luban,
Chinmay Pulapa,
Pranan Malhotra,
Jill Ingrid Kapchan,
Patrick Vincent Gallagher,
Gavin Warner,
Fabian Alonso Siqueiros,
Raymond Frank McDaniels III,
Fatima Mohammed Ali Ibrahim, Tyler Michael Yonker, Roberto Rascon, Kevin Lewis Johnson, June Jake Bailey Kim, Michaela Avery, Shoria Jaisingani,
Great. We still have one last group. We're going to recognize our outstanding graduates and our Impact Award recipients. A very brief background. Every semester, the faculty select one undergraduate student from each degree program as their outstanding grad. They're designated outstanding graduates based on their academic performance and for their contributions to the success of the Fulton School's mission. In addition, we also identify another group of students, our Impact Award recipients. These students are honored for their significant contributions and accomplishments beyond the classroom. These students are recognized for excellence in research, leadership, public service, or social entrepreneurship in ways that have beneficially impacted the ASU community as well as the broader communities that we serve. After we introduce this very last group, we will ask all of our graduates to stand and be recognized.
Amy E. Hector, Jennifer Chen Wen Wong, King Hei Ma, Caleb Redshaw, Langston Tianchus Tillman, Katrina Santos, Jordan Forshay, Richard Duc Tuan Kang Nguyen, Kamakshi D. Rajan, Morgan Sivadanis, Smith Pittman, Alexander William Owen, Caterino Valle, Brenna Windish, Maya Kendall Muir, Kayla Marie Teague, Alexander Joseph Wittis, Christian Polo, Abby Elizabeth Krell, Joseph Nathan Hale, Taylor M. Jin, John Michael Cody, Carla Daniela Cosio, Margarito Hernandez Fuentes, Nicole Hanghuli Van Handel, Yasser Montasir Debes, Yizhou Xiao, Anson Hoi Fung Kwan, Shannon Rose McBreen, Anane Aurora, Kyle Abraham Butler,
All graduates, please rise. Congratulations to the class of 2022! One more time with feeling. Congratulations to the class of 2022!
Sit down. It's okay. Now we really are done. Actually, we have 1,000 more students to just keep coming and coming. Okay, so congratulations on graduating from the Fulton Schools of Engineering, on being new alumni. Only two remaining assignments. The first is please stay in touch. Social media, dropping by, whatever the case, we need you to achieve our goals. We need our alums to be involved with us. Please stay in touch. The second assignment is to please pay it forward. You benefited along the way from family, friends, supporters. You have a chance to do that now. Please do it. It makes such a difference to the community. So congratulations. That concludes our ceremony. The very last thing that I will say is the following. Go Devils!
Thank you for attending today's convocation ceremony at Sun Devil Stadium. Please begin making your way towards the nearest exit. Field access is restricted to graduates, working staff, and essential personnel. We ask that for your safety and the safety of everyone on the field, you meet your graduate at a pre-designated area outside the venue. Congratulations to our graduates.